Hello, beautiful beings. Today I'm going to tell a story which is about Dzogchen and is known as the Great Remembering. It's from my Tibetan Buddhist lineage. My teacher is a Dzogchen master who studied with a Rinpoche from His Holiness Durjin Rinpoche and also Maharishi Mahesh Yogi of the Vedic tradition. And these men were maybe considered feminists because they chose to teach a woman, and many of their Rinpoche and Rishi colleagues would, at the time, may have laughed at them for having a female student straight out. So this is one of my favorite teachers' stories, and it's called The Battleship and the Lighthouse. And I am retelling this as a allegory for consciousness. So the sea could be a state of consciousness or the ground of consciousness. And the battleship is the dominator consciousness, and the lighthouse could be seen as the partnership consciousness, right? And the thing that's brilliant about it is it just cuts through. So Dzogchen is about cutting through the bullshit, getting right down to it, just getting real. And it can be taken on a micro or macro level. So we could see the dominator consciousness outside of ourselves or inside of ourselves. We could also see the lighthouse on the outside of ourselves or inside of ourselves as we navigate this new level of consciousness coming in. So this is just a really great story to cut through the bullshit on the micro and the macro level. And then the other part of this is, as we navigate this shift, this great shift in consciousness, is that this is what we see happening in the world when things seem to be falling apart. It's actually falling together. So we actually need to dissolve the old level of consciousness so we can actually birth the new consciousness, right? And the birthing actually is happening simultaneously as the death. Okay, so this is the circle of life. Okay, so we can see, even the lighthouse as Mother Earth, Sophia, and the dominator consciousness as maybe the reptilian old consciousness that's just literally hanging on. Now it's got power, it's got money, it's got a lot of maybe status, but ultimately that level of consciousness cannot negotiate with Sophia, okay, or Mother Earth. Okay, so anyway, this is an urban legend. We're going to have to use our imagination here because it was before GPS surveillance. Maybe we'll say it's pre maybe radar, satellites, etc. Okay, so this is just kind of like what do you see? What can we see? Do we see through the illusion of our life and on a micro and a macro level? All right, so here we are. Okay, so I love it because I'm actually in the Pacific Northwest, and the story is thought to be a US battleship and a Canadian lighthouse. Okay, so that's just like, up the street from me, which is pretty fun. All right, so here's the story. The battleship is just cruising along, right? And notice something's in the way. So it says it uses the system, CD, CB, radio, I don't know what the hell it's called. Back then, whatever. The frequencies, the channel. It says, please divert your course 15 degrees to the north to avoid collision. The lighthouse responds, recommend you divert your course 15 degrees south to avoid collision. Battleship, this is the captain of the US Navy ship Dictator consciousness. I say again, divert your course. Lighthouse, we say again, you must divert your course. Battleship, this is the aircraft carrier USS Toxic Machismo. the second largest ship in the United States Pacific Fleet. We are accompanied by 3 destroyers, 3 cruisers, and numerous support vessels. I demand that you change your course 15 degrees north. That's 15 degrees north. We are determined to continue with obsolete control systems based in abuse, and this is the way we've always done it. If you do not change your course, additional measures will be taken to ensure the safety of the ship and the status quo. The lighthouse replies, "We are a Canadian Lighthouse. Captain, it's your call." It's beautiful. So the lighthouse is within you, and the dominator is within you. So it's like, what do we choose? Ultimately, what do we choose? So sending lots of love, and the lighthouse is going to win. The lighthouse has already won. The lighthouse has already won. That's it. Okay. Sending love. Namaste.